Mountains are the heart and soul of the American West. They supply much of our drinking water, provide habitat for countless species, and are home to some of our most cherished landscapes. But mountains are sensitive to climate change, and they face a precarious future if temperatures continue to rise. We know climate change is already heating up the West and the rest of the planet, causing species around the globe to alter their movements and behaviors. One animal that scientists are watching closely as an indicator of climate change is the pika. This relative of the rabbit, found on mountains across the West, can survive in a harsh environment, but these small mammals are very sensitive to temperature and can die if exposed to 78 degrees or above. This rocky, bouldery environment is where you're likely to find pikas. We're just under 14,000 feet and we can hear them squeaking occasionally. The pikas are able to thermoregulate and control their temperature by going into the little crevices between the boulders. As the climate continues to warm, the pikas are going to be moving uphill to find those cooler conditions. Some call this upward movement the escalator effect, but mountains eventually top out at a summit or ridge, so the pikas and other species only have so far they can go. Mountains also narrow as they rise in elevation, so the amount of habitat available decreases. This map shows the probability of pikas going locally extinct or extirpated. Areas in red, such as Northern California, Oregon, and the Great Basin, are where pikas face the greatest threats. They're expected to fare better in higher elevation blue areas, in places like Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. Pikas are often found in protected public lands, but because of the climate change threat, environmentalists asked the federal government to list the animal under the Endangered Species Act. The Fish and Wildlife Service declined that request in 2010, saying that warming could pose a danger to pikas, but they would still have enough high-elevation habitat to survive. This is a yellow-bellied marmot, which is often found in similar habitat to pikas, but also lower down on mountains. It's a type of ground squirrel, and scientists have actually found evidence that marmots in Colorado are getting larger and more numerous due to climate change. Warmer weather means less time hibernating, more time eating and fattening up, and therefore a higher survival rate. Climate change will create winners and losers among mountain species, but on balance, scientists see global warming as a major threat to these fragile ecosystems. Some species may struggle to survive such a rapid pace of change. Learn more about environmental trends at ecowest.org.